If it is or if it ain't, it's gonna come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is August the 27th, 2022, and today the topic is Look at God. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. I hope that you all had a great Friday. Mine was rather productive and relaxing. For those of you all that watch me live, you may see that I'm still kind of in the midst of relaxing of sorts because I ended up sleeping in my mud mask and I didn't take it off before I recorded with y'all. So, yeah, shout out to Mom Bomb for the great products and things. Because, yeah, man, after I finished up with my chores and, getting things ready for the party tomorrow and everything, I ended up just taking some time to unwind. I took a nice little bubble bath and had a nice mom bomb going with my little I'm trying to get all these all these things to show y'all. But yeah, unwind. Yeah, I had a nice mom bomb. I threw one of those in there. Had the salts in there. I said used the bubble bath. I threw on the mud mask and just soaked and just enjoyed the evening. Had my little candles going and ended up watching a movie. No, that was random, but yeah, I turned a little movie on and I was watching the movie in the tub. And I was sipping on a little glass of wine, and just enjoying my evening, man. And that just went on. I kept the mud mask on even after I got out of the tub, and I did my mani pedi. So those y'all again that are watching live, y'all can see that my mani is popping. I got this. What is these colors? Man, what was this called? I can't remember. I can't remember, but it's like I guess like a neon orange, and then I used the overlay is called a roaring time. I can't remember the name of the color right now, but my toes look the same way. So yeah, I decided to just do something a little different and popping and whatnot for the birthday mani pedi. So I did that, and then yeah, after doing all of that, y'all, I just ended up, going to sleep and stuff. And then so yeah, I woke up this morning with the mud mask on, and now I'm doing the juice with the mud mask on. But anyway. Hopefully that don't distract you all from what I learned this morning doing, for the juice. But anyway, so long story short, yeah, I got on up. Well, I was up a little bit before my alarm went off, and I was going to go back to sleep, but then I decided to just I decided to kind of wait a bit, and so trying to think like what got me to the inspiration for the topic. Basically, so there's this competition. I think I told y'all about it. There's this competition that my mentor sent me, and I was thinking about it because I came across another ad for it, and I just was like, I should do this competition and blah blah blah. But I didn't come up with an idea for it, and I'm just like, I don't know. And then as I was thinking, I guess I had like a little stroke of inspiration. I'll put it like that. I had a stroke of inspiration. And I was kind of thinking about like what I'm doing now. Like I'm always, when I go on other people's shows and stuff, I'm just pretty much always just sharing my testimony. And so that also became not only the inspiration for hopefully this video that I do, but for the topic today. for the topic today, like how important our testimony is, and everything. I mean, on one hand, I know it's always a question like, how can we share the gospel? How can we, spread the good news and whatnot? And I mean, one of the easiest ways I would say is to share your testimony. I know that people have said in the past that whether it was ministers or not, I can't remember in the moment in this moment, but people say that at the end of the day, people can't argue, your testimony. Um, and so sometimes it's good to just start with that. What has the Lord done for you? And so yeah, man, that was the inspiration this morning for several things. And so I started looking up verses centered around that idea. This verse came into my heart and mind as I was finalizing these thoughts, and it's First Peter 3:15. It says, honor, in your hearts honor Christ the Lord as holy, always being prepared to make a defense to anyone who asks you for the hope that is in you. Yet do it with gentleness and respect. I feel like I shared this verse sometime earlier this week. Well, yeah, it came into my heart and mind this morning, specifically the part about always being prepared. No. Actually, it's the part that, always being prepared to make a defense to anyone who asks you for the hope that is in you. Um, yeah, when people ask, like, well, how did you do this? And, how did you get where you are? And where does your joy come from? Like, you're always smiling, whatever the case is, whatever it is, um, you know, give that glory and honor to the Lord. At the end of the day, He's the one that has, saw you safely through whatever trials you've been through in your life. Don't take that credit for yourself. Again, give that glory and honor to the Lord. Sorry, y'all. My my tummy is rumbling. Am I hungry this morning? But anyway, give the glory and honor to the Lord. Give the credit where the credit is due. Here's another verse that stood out to me this morning. It's 2 Timothy 1:8. It says, "Therefore, do not be ashamed of the testimony about our Lord, nor of me, his prisoner, but share in suffering for the gospel by the power of God." Yeah, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of the testimony. Don't be ashamed of God and what he's doing in your life. Again, I guess I could see myself doing this for years, sharing this for years, about what the Lord has done for me, with me, for me, and through me, throughout my whole life. But I mean, I guess specifically, y'all already know the cultivation period. I'm probably going to be sharing that the rest of my life, as well as, what he's doing for me in this season, with God, sex, and love and everything like that. Yeah, man. Yeah. I can see myself sharing this the rest of my life, and and I hope that it encourages and inspires people at the end of the day. I mean, that's what I hope. So don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to share your testimony. All right. Let me see here. We got one more verse. It's 2 Peter 1:16. It says, "For we did not follow cleverly devised myths when we made known to you the power and coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, but we were eyewitnesses of his majesty." This made me think about, again, these different conversations I've been having, and the things I've been sharing this week, which I'm like, I hate to keep like referring back to the gentleman and his conversation and stuff, but again, there's just so many different perspectives that make it seem like, oh, the Bible is just some fairy tale. It's just something that people made up. It's just this, that, and the other. Like, at the end of the day, these are eyewitness accounts. And just like, again, you and your testimony in your life is an eyewitness account. I just feel like it's just very important in this season. Like, have you all noticed, and if it's just me, then okay, but have you all noticed that, like, there's like a push for us to like abandon reality right now? You know what I mean? Like, there's this thing or this, there's like, again, I'll just keep saying this push. There's this push for us to, question our own experience. It's like question what you see, question what you hear, question what you live, right? Now, I mean, in some ways that might be good, okay, to open your eyes to the things of God, X, Y, and Z, but I'm not talking about that side. I'm talking about the side that's like trying to get us to lie, right? Trying to get us to, abandon truth and to ignore truth and everything like that. And then again, the whole push to be like my truth, your truth, and like it can be different. Again, I feel like, yes, we can have different perspectives, but I don't think that there's these multiple truths out here. I think it's one truth, and you can have different perspectives of that truth, but that's it, in my little humble opinion. But yeah, and so again, how important is our eyewitness testimony? Like, how important is you sharing what God is doing in your life and what God is doing? At the end of the day, like, I can always, again, I can probably share this the rest of my life about, again, what God has done for me during the cultivation period, what he's done for me now, and anything else that I can remember. I can always share, like, hey, this is what God has done for me. And again, nobody can take that away from me. People may try, right? People may try to, be like, oh, well, no, you ain't remembering correctly or whatever the case is. But, outside of that, like they say, I guess it is what it is, and the truth is the truth. And, your experience, at the end of the day, what God has done for you. I share about my testimonies all the time. I know that God has been providing. I know that, he has made a way out of no way for me. I know that, with my current situation with work and everything like that, or the sporadic work, or however you want to look at it. Like, again, I see my accounts and I see that it goes from nothing to something when I need it all the time. And sometimes even when I want it, and it's not me. Like, yeah, okay, we can say, oh, it's a coincidence, it's da 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 da. But I mean, and there might be some coincidences here and there. But for me, I have to give all the glory and honor to God, because at the end of the day, I know I'm not doing that much, right? There ain't that many coincidences that I'm in control of. And so, there's something that is taking care of me. And I, again, give that credit and glory and honor to the Lord. So, yeah, man, y'all, look at God. Look at God at the end of the day. That is the juice. The Go Deeper section is pretty much Paul sharing his account. I believe he's sharing it with, he was out there doing a whole bunch of sharing and stuff. So it's one of his accounts of him sharing his testimony and everything like that. And I hope that encourages you and inspires you as well. The Bible verse of today is Lamentations 3:22-23. It says, "It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to y'all on my birthday. I'll talk to y'all on my birthday on Monday, if the Lord's will. Yes, have a great, great weekend. And, yeah, see y'all when I'm 36. Bye-bye.
Everyone is stuck at home, but life is still happening around us every day. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and celebrations. Send your friends and family the gift of wine from the comforts of home. Wine shop at home with Miracle of Wine. Wine, gift baskets, wine accessories, and more at miracleofwine.com.